So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
So it's down to business here. Aldair demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him, someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Stood up well to him there. And he's had it nicked away. Mustafa Mohammed. Spread out to the left, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Yamal, pretty cagey early on from both sides. Played out to the left flank. Park Ji-sung picks it up out wide, and he's in on goal. And that's out of reach.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nantes are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they...
Climbs up big! Goal! Nantes! And Nantes take the lead! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that's well seen too. And the counter is on.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mustafa Mohammed. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Coquelin. Opts for safety. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Haaland. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's big chance! And he's following up! And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's missed, but not by that far. Mustafa Mohammed. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely feet. There's the delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
They've played it short. Incoming delivery. Haaland attempts a clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Kubo could move up a gear here. Haaland over to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's out for a goal kick. He's looking wide. Yamal. AC Milan could counter here. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Souhaitons tous ensemble la bienvenue à nos joueurs sur le terrain.
Here we go again then.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Knocks it out wide. That's an excellent interception. Park Ji-sung, that's an imaginative pass. Haaland gets into a good position. Haaland, he's got away. He carries far too far and out of play.
Milan have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hernandez.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 52
quarter of an hour into the second half. Coquelin. Can he get it through? Van Nistelrooy. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. He's through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some good work on the right flank here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking to play him in. Fires it in low. Cleared away. And he lines up a cross. That's a decent clearance. Vieira. Milan do have a chance to counter here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Van Nistelrooy. And he's there to clear it. It is a corner.
Changement. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 19. Attention, changement.
There's the header. Oh, he's done well. Great stop. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Milan looking to pass their way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vieira gets a foot in here. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Kubo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kubo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pinches it off him. Played out towards the right wing. Played into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he skips past his man. Dealt with nicely by the defence. 2 minutes to be added on. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for options for movement. And this is Shevchenko. And he's cut it out. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, if this was a game where both sides played to their strengths, there could only have been one winner, but ifs don't count in football.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demande toute votre attention. Un petit garçon avec un sac à dos vert s'est perdu dans la foule. Ses parents sont priés de se manifester auprès d'un de nos stadiers.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So there is Raúl, the man that was one of the faces of Spanish football for so long.
Yeah, described by many of his opponents as the most intelligent player they played against because of his off-the-ball movement. But you could focus on the fact that he gets many open goals, crucial goals, Peter.
Of course, one of those he happened to score in a European final back in 2002. A training ground move within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I can never praise enough his ability to lead from the front. Great work ethic and his willingness to drop deep and help his team out if required.
So that's got things underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hudson-Odoi. And he's forced to go back. Upamecano attempts a clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good-looking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hutchinson. Gibbs-White. Now Anderson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. And the flag has stayed down. And he's heaved it away. Hudson-Odoi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Yamal. Van Nistelrooy stood his ground strongly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. There's no flag. Chance! Cleared without hesitation. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Hudson-Odoi. Williams. Looking for the run. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. Incoming delivery. Pinged towards the front line.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a good run down the right. Anderson. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. Now the cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's out for a goal kick. And here's Raul. Stood up well to him there. Savona. Yamal. Now takes a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Makaleli. And it's Ambrosini. And Yamal. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Davids. Out to the left it goes. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Opts for safety. Upamecano. Nicely shaped ball. Cleared away. Gibbs-White. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now that looks a decent ball, and it's played into the middle. And this is Raul. Park Ji-sung. And here's Raul. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gibbs-White. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's a searching pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Hudson-Odoi. Williams. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Anderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have... Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That should get the job done. Just eases him off the ball. It's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Rooney. That's very neat. Davids. And he's in on goal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's picked his way through. Yamal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Nicely weighted ball. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Turns back here, probably the best option. Davids, played out to the right. Gibbs-White. Hutchinson. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Park Ji-sung, probing pass. Rooney looking to run onto it. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Williams. Anderson. Looking tidy in possession here. Milan are looking to break at pace. That's a delicate pass. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Ambrosini. And Hernandez. Can he get it through? And here's Raul. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
But there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Cambio di giocatori.
Anderson tries to play it through. Davids gets across to intercept that.
This is the time you need that pace.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Rooney. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Wirtz receives it in a good position here. Chips it through. And they've got rid.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
Time for a change in personnel.
Park Ji-sung. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20. Il numero 27. Silvestre.
He gets big.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gibbs-White. No, he's not getting past him there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gets a good foot in there. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Lovely. And Van Nistelrooy! It's hit the upright. And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that gets things running.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
And he's forced to go back. Johnny. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. And the keeper beats it away. Cleared away. And he's in on goal. And it's played in here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short. Chance for a shot! That's a good ball out wide. There will be a throw-in. That's going up front in a hurry. Okazaki, and it's Kubo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Park Ji-sung. And that should get the job done. And here's Rooney.
Rooney really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shifted it to the flank. Denis Suarez is onto this. Defending of the desperate variety. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Upamecano tries to clear. Tries to play it through. And he's picked it up out wide. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. And that has been knocked clear. Can he finish? Well, that is commitment to the cause. And that has been clubbed away. Aims beyond the real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And that has been cleared. Alava have the chance to go the other way. Pacheco. Alava are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Tries a deft little ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pacheco. Aim forwards. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Spread out to the left. Hangs in across. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Shevchenko. Now it's Kubo. Denis Suarez. 5 minutes till the break. Park Ji-sung did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Denis Suarez. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played out to the left flank. Out towards the flank. Denis Suarez proves just a little bit too strong. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Denis Suarez. Pacheco. Johnny. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Denis Suarez. That's tidy. And it's made its way to him. Okazaki. Played out to the right. Now it's Rooney. Okazaki. Okazaki! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's hoisted clear. Out of play for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Knocks it out wide. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
En el minuto 60, el dorsal 20.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Upamecano. Oh, can he get onto this? Shevchenko. That's a good ball out wide. Okazaki.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alava can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Referee's given a throw. Opts for safety. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break.
There's the shot! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish of true class! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has two. Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Showing good feet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Shevchenko looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Nicely spread. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kubo gets it clear.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 11 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 34.
Oh, that's
el
nice.
Dorsal 15, cambio de jugadores.
Played in deep. In once more.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Shevchenko.
That's going in strongly.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And it's been taken short. Pings in across. Big header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kubo. Raul threads one in. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target. Denis Suarez.
Habrá 4 minutos
Johnny.
de descuento.
4 added minutes on the board. Out to the right. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now a Droll. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Oh, that was vital. He can get that clear. It's Rooney! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are cruising away.
Gol del Milan. El dorsal
That is
8.
so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
La formazione del Milan. Il numero 9, Fabio Cannavaro. Il numero 27, Silvestre. Il numero 6, Vieira. Il numero 11, Okazaki.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Wang Hee-chan is definitely worth a mention, Peter. OK, he's not a great creative force, but if you're looking for someone to get on the end of things, he's shown time and time again that he's the man to step up. He's going to require all of those around him to do quite a bit of running, but if they get the service right, he'll get you the goals.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That is good strength. Little pass back. Okazaki tries a shot! Caught offside that time. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that should get the job done. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Wirtz looks to get on the end of this. Okazaki. Oh, shooting chance! Wang Hee-chan. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Wirtz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So we're still where we started right now. Wang Hee-chan. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. It's out for a goal kick.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now it's Okazaki. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! Goal! Milan moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Ha segnato al 23esimo minuto numero 7.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Goes looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Wirtz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It is a corner. Cleared away. Wriggles his way through. Good ball, good take. Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers. He's found a way past. Looking for the run. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kubo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Shevchenko. Played with speed from back to front.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Wolverhampton disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hernandez. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Herver. Now he's off and running. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Herver kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Wolverhampton finding their passes. Steaming on goalwards. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for a runner. That's a shade optimistic. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Passes coming off in quick succession. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's had it taken off him. Davids. And here's Okazaki. Distributed tidily. Now it's Kubo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has been slung wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan are still that goal to the good. Hwang Hee-chan, Wolverhampton looking to pass their way through. Kubo hurtling down that right flank. It's a searching pass. Played into space out wide. And this is Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but Davids! Fantastic from Davids! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Davids. Oh, good read. He was under real pressure there. Doherty, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's intervened well there. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good-looking ball. Foot in. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Hervé. Herver. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Una sostituzione.
So there's going to be another change here. They've played it short. Hangs in a cross. Goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, this looks sharp. Half an hour gone in the second half. Ball. And a chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Yamal to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Strokes it back. Okazaki. That's a sharp pass. Played out to the left flank. Played into the box. Up he goes! Oh, taken with style. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Numero 14.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Wolverhampton get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cross into the box. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played out wide. In towards the back stick. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Shot, surely! It's there! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Numero 21.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Tries to pass it through. Tries to cross. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Davids picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.